Whether you're new to the SEO industry or have some knowledge under your belt, this series of courses has been designed to help guide you along your SEO educational career. Whether you've just launched a site, you're planning to launch one, you have an existing site that you need help ranking with, or you just want to understand how the convoluted world of SEO works, then the SEO University is for you. Beginning with the foundational understanding of SEO that you'll find in this particular course, SEO Fundamentals, you'll gain an understanding of the core concepts and principles that are involved with ranking with SEO today. You'll walk through not only the fundamentals of the SEO industry in this course, but also be introduced to what it takes to rank at the top of Google's search results. With so much competition out on the web, ranking at the top of Google's coveted searches is becoming increasingly difficult. If you've had any exposure to the field of SEO, then you know just how true this statement is. And over the course of the past few years, we've seen Google institute some drastic changes to its algorithms. These changes have created catastrophic confusion amongst the SEO world, since so much of what it takes to rank today is different than it was just a few short years ago. So, in order to manage the tangled web that Google has woven, it's important to have an understanding of the fundamentals for ranking and just what it's going to take to propel your website to the top of Google search results. Before embarking on your SEO career, you have to understand the fundamentals first. These fundamentals will include industry-wide nomenclature, historical information about the SEO field, and basic principles involved with ranking today. If you already have a solid understanding of the fundamentals involved in SEO, then you should still briefly skim through the information. The fundamentals will be necessary in the wider understanding of advanced strategies and tactics that will be necessary to help you rank higher consistently in the long term. So, what are the fundamentals to SEO? Well, SEO is based on trust today. Google's trust, that is. If Google can trust your site and your content, you'll be more likely to rank than if it doesn't do so. But building Google's trust is difficult. It involves complying with certain guidelines across multiple spectrums as it affects any web page. These three spectrums of trust have evolved over time with Google's algorithm. And, based on the changes it has made in ranking today, those three spectrums of trust have become much harder to artificially manipulate. Those three spectrums of trust are as follows. 1. Trust through authority. Authority relates to just how important Google sees a specific web page. 2. Trust through content. On the web, Google sees content as king, and its recent algorithm adjustments have focused heavily on the quality of content, amongst other things. 3. Trust through age. This relates to the age of the domain name, but not when it was first registered. Trust in age relies on when Google first indexed a particular domain, the Google mindset. What should be clear now is that SEO is built on a foundation of trust. The recent algorithm changes that Google implemented were meant to both enhance and preserve that trust. That's because Google was losing the relevancy battle on the web. As professional SEMs continued to bend the rules, most of the top search results weren't necessarily the most relevant ones. However, today, things are far different. The organic search results provided by Google have become even more accurate with each passing algorithm update. And, of course, that's Google's main goal, relevancy.